Hi, I'm Lenny Lieben of Information Week, and we're here talking to Serjan Mokhtabgia, Solution Offer Manager from APC by Schneider Electric, about data center and server room consolidation. Serjan, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Lenny.
Serjan, my first question to you is, why are IT organizations doing so much data center consolidation?
The main primary reason is to save costs and to do more with less. Throughout the years, they've been investing to the various physical infrastructure and the IT infrastructure that have been spread around different places, and now is the perfect time to look at what exactly they have, compare it to what they need, and address that gap through the consolidation, virtualization, or other technologies that are going on right now.
So what new problems and challenges do IT organizations face as they do these data center consolidations?
There's three main challenges they're creating by consolidating data centers. The first one is the higher density. They're putting the more stuff in the smaller environments, which results in the hotter environments and the appropriate need for the cooling solution. The second one is dynamic IT loads, meaning that you might have spots around your data center server rooms that are hotter or cooler than the others, and that might change through the time depending how your IT infrastructure is used. The thirdly is that the PUE, or the power usage effectiveness, might go down because you have lowered your server load, but you still have old physical infrastructure that might be oversized for your new IT loads.
What is it that APC by Schneider Electric can do to help IT organizations as they do these data center consolidation projects?
Again, in multiple ways. And the first one is we can just help you assess what is your existing power and cooling utilization and how can we do it in the future to make your energy usage and the power and cooling usage more efficient. Secondly, what's going on in this consolidation is that is the higher density in these environments, which means that you need to pay special attention to the cooling and make sure that the physical infrastructure that's left after the consolidation is managed properly, because the size of physical infrastructure might have shrinked, but it's becoming more critical now because all of your equipment is running in these smaller spaces. Another one is that you also end up with the dynamic IT load, the dynamic spread of the power and cooling, meaning that the certain parts of your data center or your server rooms are running cooler and hotter compared to the others. So that it is important that you realize where those hotspots are and to realize what your PUE is and address those properly and manage those properly to avoid any complications in the future. Our solutions range from the planning phase to the life cycle management phase, meaning we can tell you what you have today, how is your power and cooling utilized today, what you need for the future, and define the solution that's going to let you address those needs in the future also. The way to do that is to have the solutions that are scalable, they are modular, and they can be easily plugged together and work together depending on you want to lower down the physical infrastructure and increase it in the future. And those solutions can range from the smaller modular UPSs all the way to the prefabricated modular data centers that include the cooling prefab modules, the power prefab modules, and the IT module. We realize that IT managers don't have much time to spend on the physical infrastructure. But the physical infrastructure is the base of everything else they're trying to do. And the power and cooling and the space is on the bottom, and then they can add network, servers, automatization, and everything else they need to do. Therefore, we have optimized our solution knowing those challenges that IT managers have to make sure the physical infrastructure is pre-configured, scalable, pre-designed, so when they receive or where they get these solutions, they can just plug them all together and make sure they're going to work in the long run.
So do you think that IT decision makers should look at APC as more than just a provider of components and hardware for DCIM?
As every other company, through the time we have evolved to be much more than just the component provider. And we can advise, we can consult, we can work with you to ensure that your data center will be most efficient in the long run. As a part of the bigger family of Schneider Electric, what we also bring is the other pieces of the business can talk to the same language to the data center, and you can have one pane of glass view of all of the system that you have running in your company. Meaning that in one system, you can see what's going on in your data center, but at the same time, you can see what's going on with your generator or in your industry plant or your circuit breaker. And the Schneider Electric is one of the rare companies that can provide those solutions for overall business.
Srdjan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for coming.